I've been trying to use my power drill a lot more lately, and I've been trying to learn some different hacks to really help me, do a better job. Sometimes when you're drilling through a piece of wood, you'll have wood splitting on the back side because your drill goes in and it splits the wood. And nobody wants their wood splitting. So this hack is if you take another piece of wood and put it underneath the wood that you're drilling and then drill through, it will avoid that splitting in your board. I think this is a really great idea. So just have like a scrap board that you can use whenever you're drilling. So recently I wanted to do some touch-up paint in my house, so I went out to my garage, found the paint can that I needed, brought it back in, opened it up, and it was gloopy. It was just not great. It really hadn't been stored well, and it just wasn't usable anymore. And it was probably only a couple of years old. So I thought, there's gotta be a better solution for storing paint, keeping it fresh longer. I found this hack where somebody said use reusable jars to store your excess paint. And I thought that's a great idea. So I had this old jar from my Walmart Plus order that I created, and I'm just gonna use it to store some of my excess paint in here. And it has a nice tight lid on it, so it's gonna last longer. It's glass. I can also write on the top where the paint goes in my house, so I can easily find this. So love this idea. I'm gonna be trying this out and seeing if it works, seeing if my paint actually holds up. So if you love putting out plants like I do, but have trouble with them blowing away, here's a hack you can try. You can put canned goods or anything that's gonna weigh your pots down at the bottom, and then put your planters on top of it to try to keep them from blowing away. Have you ever been shopping at the thrift store and you come across a container and you love the way it looks, but it just has a picture or a decal on it that just doesn't fit with your style? Well, here's a hack you can try. So you want to grab some paint stripper from Walmart, and whatever piece you're going to use, take the paint stripper and you're going to brush it with a foam brush onto your container. Let it sit for about 30 minutes or whatever the instructions are for your paint stripper, and make sure you wear the proper gloves whenever you do this, because this stuff is powerful. Once it's had a chance to sit for 30 minutes, you're gonna come back in and simply wipe off whatever paint or decal was on your pot. I was able to convert this planter to something that traditionally wouldn't work in my home to a really cute planter that works with the plants and the decor I have in my house. Guys, check out my new curtains in my living room. I'm so excited about these. I've been wanting to do this for like 5 years since we moved in. I'll link to all the ones that I bought in the description box, but basically they're pleated curtains, and I wanted to show you my trick to make them look so nice. You see how they're nice and folded and they look really pretty? I'm gonna show you what I do to make that happen. Okay, so as you can see up at the top, I use binder clips. This is my trick to hold these pleats in place. Now, you don't just have to use it at the top. You can also use it at the base. I bet I can find one. See right here, you guys? I used a binder clip. This is going to help to hold that pleat in place. So if you're steaming your curtains, trying to get them to lay flat, and you're having trouble, grab a pack of binder clips from Walmart and just use those, and it does the trick. So if you're someone who always thinks maybe you can't make a bow, I'm gonna show you a super simple way to create a bow. All you need for this is some wired ribbon. This is from Walmart, I bought it last year. It's 2.5 inches. You wanna get at least 2 inches, and you wanna make sure it's wired. That is the key, it has to be wired ribbon. You're also going to need a zip tie, you can pick these up anywhere, and a pair of scissors. So you're gonna start by cutting strips that are about, 15 inches long. Will we say this is 15 inches?
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 inches long, I'm gonna cut 6 strips. So now that I have my 6 strips, I'm going to create a little loop like this with each of my strips. and I'm gonna hold them about in the middle here. So I'm gonna do that for each of the strips, and I'm just adding as I go. All right, so super simple so far. Now, it gets even easier. You're gonna come in with a zip tie, and you're going to wrap it around. And if you wanna be fancy, you could kind of crinkle it up, but you don't have to do that at all. Just put your zip tie in, and then pull it tight. So that's what it's going to look like once you have your zip tie on. All I'm gonna do is come in and clip off the excess from my zip tie. Okay, so this part I think can be kind of the intimidating part for a lot of people, is fluffing your bow. So what you wanna do is you wanna spread out all of your pieces. Then you're gonna pull them side to side. So with my bow, I'm gonna like take this one this direction, and I'm gonna go this one this direction. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna open up all of these pieces so they're fluffy like this. See how I did that, guys? So once you've kind of got a fluff started with these upper pieces, now you have 6 pieces at the bottom. You're gonna pull these out the same way, but you're gonna want these to sit flat. So I'm just gonna pull them out at the bottom. Now I have 12 of the tails down here, and that's a little much for me, so I'm going to cut off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the base that are like in the middle of my bow. With my remaining tails, I'm gonna fold those in half and then just cut a little triangle off of them. Okay, so that's gonna leave me with 3 tails on either side, and then I'm just gonna spread those tails out, and I'm gonna fluff out the top portion of my bow. And that's all there is to it. Now you have a bow that you could use in your decor. You could also put it on packages. Hey guys, I'm Liz, and you're watching my second DIY channel where I post daily DIY videos. You may be familiar with my main channel, Liz Fenwick DIY, but I'm glad that you found me over here on my second channel. Make sure that you're subscribed so you just get notified every day when I post our daily DIY video.